Have you ever felt that your life is constantly unstable, that fortune comes and then suddenly disappears, even though you have done nothing wrong? Perhaps the cause lies not in your work or your relationships, but in a habit you repeat every day, bathing at the wrong time. That sounds illogical, right? But according to ancient Eastern philosophy, water not only cleanses the body, it also cleanses energy. If you bathe at a time when energy is chaotic, you might unknowingly be washing away your luck and stability in life. In this video, I will show you the 3 times when bathing brings misfortune that few people know about, the consequences on your finances, mental state and emotions, and a simple way to turn your bath into a ritual that attracts prosperity. If you want to understand why things always go off course despite your best efforts, do not look away from this video. Please subscribe to the channel and comment. I am ready to change and welcome prosperity. Bathing is not merely a hygiene habit, it is an energetic action. In many Eastern cultures, water is regarded as a symbol of emotions, wealth energy, and spiritual flow. According to traditions such as Buddhism and Taoism, water carries qi, that is, life force energy. When we bathe, we are not only washing away physical dirt on the skin, we are purifying the energy surrounding our body. But here's the issue. Energy is like the weather, sometimes favorable, sometimes unfavorable. If you bathe at the right time, your body is refreshed and your spirit feels light. But if you bathe at the wrong time, for example when yin energy is high or when your body is weak, instead of being cleansed, you may inadvertently open the door for negative energy to flow in. It may seem like bathing is a mundane act, but in reality, that is when the body is fully open. Protective energy around us weakens, and outside emotions and energies can easily infiltrate. That is why many people feel more tired, sluggish, or sleep poorly after a bath. If you have ever felt irritable, heavy-headed, or suddenly uninspired after bathing, very likely you bathed at the wrong time. And this is precisely when you need to review that habit, not out of fear, but to proactively adjust it and protect your life force energy. In feng shui and traditional energy medicine, water is not just a physical substance for cleansing the body. It is also a conduit for energy, capable of either purifying or disrupting the human energy field. Bathing, therefore, is more of a ritual than just a daily routine. But that ritual must be done at the right time. There are time frames that seem harmless, but bathing during them can open the door to negative energy, wash away good fortune, throw your mind into chaos, and weaken your health, without you even realizing it. Here are 3 time frames you should absolutely avoid if you want to protect your personal energy, nurture abundance, and maintain inner peace. 1. After 11 p.m. When yin energy peaks and yang energy is drained, this is the period when nature enters deep rest, the peak of yin time. The human body also shifts into repair mode, focusing on detoxification and regeneration. But if you bathe during this window, especially with cold water, the sudden impact overstimulates the nervous system at the wrong time. This interrupts your natural healing rhythm, disturbs your sleep cycle, and over time may negatively affect your heart, blood pressure, and neurological health. Spiritually speaking, this is also when yin spirits are most active. Bathing late at night opens your energy field without protection. You become more susceptible to negative vibrations in your environment, leading to anxiety, restlessness, or even unexplained spiritual disturbances. 2. When you are emotionally unstable, water can imprint negative emotions. Bathing while feeling angry, afraid, sad, or hopeless can lock those emotions into your nervous system and chakras. You may think you are cleansing yourself, but in reality, water acts like an energetic mirror. It holds on to everything you bring into it and stores it in your energy field. In feng shui, the human mind is viewed as an internal energy circuit. When the mind is chaotic, energy becomes chaotic. Stepping into water with a disturbed energy field does not purify you. It amplifies the disturbance. The result? You might feel even gloomier, more fatigued, and experience a steep drop in your vitality after the bath. Instead of jumping into the shower immediately during such moments, try deep breathing, meditating for 5 minutes, or gently burning some incense. When your mind is calm, the bath can truly become a healing ritual. 3. Right after eating. When your body needs internal fire, not cold water. After meals, blood flow concentrates around the stomach to support digestion, what traditional Eastern medicine calls spleen-stomach transformation. Bathing too soon, especially with cold water, suddenly redirects that energy. Digestion is disrupted, which can lead to fatigue, shortness of breath, lightheadedness, and over time, a weakened immune system. For those with fragile health, bathing after eating may even cause blood vessel constriction, leading to dizziness, blurred vision, or in extreme cases, fainting. For the elderly, this can increase the risk of stroke. When people hear the phrase, bathing at the wrong time, they often dismiss it as outdated superstition. But if you dive deeper into energy theories, both Eastern traditions and modern chronobiology, you will realize that doing the right thing at the wrong time causes energetic misalignment, which disrupts the biological, psychological, and emotional systems. Our bodies are more than just flesh. They are living energy fields, constantly vibrating and interacting with the rhythm of the universe. Bathing, though it seems like a simple act, is a dual impact moment. It affects both the physical skin and the energetic layer, which is invisible but significantly influences how we feel and what we attract. Bathe at the right time, and water becomes a tool for purification and renewal. But bathe at the wrong time, and it becomes a medium that draws out yang energy, spreads yin energy, and clouds your auric field, the spiritual shield that naturally surrounds you. Many people feel like they are constantly unlucky, losing jobs, experiencing streaks of bad luck, struggling with insomnia, or facing unexplained exhaustion. They consult doctors, healers, or feng shui masters, but sometimes the root cause lies in a small habit, bathing after midnight, or immediately after a burst of rage, or right after a heavy meal. These 3 moments, as discussed, affect more than just your physical health. They wear down your energetic defenses. And when you are not protected by a clean energy field, you become like an unlocked door in the middle of the night, vulnerable to toxic winds and impure energies. This is especially true for the elderly, the spiritually sensitive, or anyone going through emotional instability. Bathing at the wrong time can be extremely dangerous. They may not notice right away, but over time they begin to feel lost, disconnected, irritable, sleepless, or worse, paranoid, disillusioned, or full of self-doubt. These symptoms are often mistaken for mental illness or depression, when the true cause is an energetic imbalance created by seemingly small daily actions. Imagine this. If you unconsciously wash away your yang energy every night, it is like turning off your body's natural defense system. You become more tired, more distracted, and more prone to making poor decisions. And over time, all of these compound into a dark loop, where everything you do feels blocked, delayed, or comes at a heavy cost. On the other hand, if you begin to pay attention, even just a little, to when you step into the bathroom, you could shift the entire energetic flow of your life. There is a reason why ancient monks and Taoist masters only bathed at specific hours. They did not bathe just to clean the body. They bathed to renew energy. For them, bathing was a sacred ritual, where water not only washed, but also planted new positive energy. And here is something remarkable. Water has memory. Modern scientists, like Dr. Masaru Emoto, have shown that water can retain emotional vibrations. If you bathe in a state of joy, and at a time when energy is harmonious, the water absorbs that vibration and transmits it through your entire body. But if you bathe in anger, panic, or sadness, especially during high yin hours like midnight. That water holds and reflects those negative frequencies back into you. So bathing is not just an action, it is a choice. You can choose to cleanse, or you can unknowingly choose to deplete. You can bathe to purify, or you can unknowingly bathe to wash away even the good things. And it all begins with this one simple question: are you bathing at the right time? Listen to your body. Pay attention to strange signs that seem unexplainable. They might be your first clues that your energy rhythm is out of sync. And the beautiful part is, you can change it starting today. What you thought was just a personal habit could actually be a silent architect of your daily destiny. Bathing at the wrong time does not just affect your health, it erodes the invisible energy field that shields you from misfortune. If you often find yourself procrastinating, sleeping poorly, or feeling inexplicably unlucky, take a closer look at your bathing routine. It may be the very thing silently severing your connection to good fortune. Starting today, do not bathe just to clean your body. Bathe as a sacred ritual of honoring your life force. When you respect the timing, water becomes a healer, not just for your body, but for your soul. In the next part, we will explore the other side of this energetic current, the best times to bathe to attract abundance, expand your luck field, and turn water into a companion on your journey to prosperity. Not every bath brings lightness or luck. For those who are mindful of energy and feng shui, the timing of your bath can deeply influence the flow of fortune throughout your day. Early in the morning, before the sun fully rises and the world is still quiet, young energy begins to flow powerfully. If you bathe during this time, you are not just cleansing your body, you are aligning yourself with the current of rising energy, opening your mind and inviting positive forces into your day. By contrast, late in the afternoon, especially after sunset, everything begins to slow down. The body becomes more sluggish, and the mind often feels worn after a long day. While bathing during this time can help relieve stress, if your mind is still filled with worries, the water might not wash away negative energy, it may actually spread it deeper. That is why choosing the right moment to bathe is a subtle yet powerful way to reset yourself and reshape your day's energy. To truly turn your bath into a nourishing ritual for both body and spirit, begin by observing your emotions before the water touches your skin. When the body feels tired, but the mind is calm, water becomes a healing stream that can carry away the heaviness left behind from the day. But if you are filled with anger, frustration, or resentment, it is best to pause for a moment. Take a few deep breaths, relax, and only then step into the shower. That way you are consciously directing your energy toward a more positive flow. In Eastern spiritual philosophy, water is seen as a medium between humans and the universe. It can either nourish or deplete, depending on how we use it. So do not treat bathing as just another hygiene routine. Let it become a meaningful pause, a moment where you can release what weighs you down and emerge feeling lighter and more renewed. With just a small shift in your approach, the difference can be profound. Bathing is not just about hygiene. It is a moment where you interact directly with water, one of nature's most powerful energetic elements. Some people step out of the shower feeling lighter, as if a layer of stress has been washed off their minds, but others walk out feeling even heavier, with their mood inexplicably sinking. The difference does not lie in the water's temperature, it lies in the energy you bring into the bathroom. If you bathe when your mind is scattered, your body is exhausted, and you are not fully present in the moment, the water will not help you release tension. In fact, it can unintentionally deepen that state. But if you enter the bathroom as if entering a sacred ritual, with the clear intention to let go and reset, then you turn a simple act into a self-healing experience. It does not need to be complicated, just slow your breath. Feel the water flowing over your skin and gently remind yourself, I am cleansing not just my body but also my energy. That awareness makes all the difference. In feng shui, bathing is seen as a way to transform the flow of qi around you. When you do it at the right time, with the right mindset and method, you are not only cleaning, you are opening a door for better things to enter. So never underestimate that moment you stand under the water. It could be the moment that shapes your entire tomorrow. Most importantly, the emotions you carry into the bathroom will shape the energy you carry out. If you let gratitude, calmness, and a desire to renew guide your bathing experience, water becomes your companion, quietly supporting, cleansing, and easing the vibrations that no longer serve you. But if you enter with irritation, resentment, or sadness, you may be unknowingly deepening your spiral into negativity. Imagine each bath as a chance to restart, like rebooting a computer when it begins to lag. Simply setting a clear intention, such as "I want to feel lighter" or "I want to wash away today's stress," is enough to redirect your body and mind. This is not superstition. It is a conscious choice to live with intention, starting from something as simple as a bath. And sometimes, that one mindful moment is enough to shift your entire energy and outlook for the day. Some baths are just for cleaning, but there are times when the moment you touch the water, something inside you stirs. Your mind begins to quiet down, your worries soften, and it feels as if you have just stepped out of another world. That is when you are not just washing away dirt, you are allowing yourself to be reborn, emotionally and energetically. We all get tired, we all have heavy days, but never underestimate the power of a well-timed, intentional bath. It is a gift you can give yourself every single day. When you treat your bath as a sacred moment to reconnect with yourself, you create a space no one can intrude upon, a sanctuary where only you and silence exist. In that space, each drop of water is more than just a sensation. It becomes a gentle balm, soothing the invisible wounds you tried to hide all day. It is not loud, it is not flashy, but it carries a quiet strength that helps you recover from within. Sometimes you do not need advice. You do not need someone to understand you. You just need a few minutes under the water, breathing slowly, letting the steam take the pressure away. That is when you have permission to be vulnerable, to sigh without guilt. And what remains afterward is not just a clean body, but a light heart and a clearer mind. And the most beautiful part is, you can start over. You do not need to wait for next week, next month, or a perfect moment. One mindful bath can reset you, help you reclaim your inner peace, and walk out with new energy, gentle but full of strength. In the end, it is not the water, it is you who decides whether a bath becomes a ritual of transformation. From this moment forward, each time you step into the shower, ask yourself, what am I washing away? What am I ready to invite into my life? When you bathe not just with your body, but with your heart and your awareness, that is when your energy truly begins to shift. You may not be able to control everything in life, but you can always choose your timing, choose how you face each small moment, even something as simple as a bath. And when you make that choice with a positive mindset, the universe will respond in ways you never expected. If today's message touched something in you, share this video with someone you care about, and do not forget to leave a comment saying, "I am ready to change and welcome prosperity." That is not just a message to us, it is a signal you are sending to the universe, letting it know you are ready for a new chapter. Because sometimes the biggest changes begin with the smallest things, like how you bathe, how you breathe, or how you care for yourself after a hard day. Do not wait until life forces you to pause before learning to cherish each simple moment. You have the power to turn the ordinary into something sacred, just by choosing with intention. Each bath is an opportunity, not only to cleanse the outer layer of dust, but to wash away doubts, worries, and weariness that have built up inside. And from that place, you can plant a new seed, of faith, gratitude, or a quiet hope for tomorrow. What seems like a small moment can become the start of a profound transformation. You do not need to change the whole world. You just need to begin with yourself. And the amazing thing is, the universe always listens to the vibrations of your heart. When you truly want to live differently, to live better, everything around you begins to shift to support you. You just need to take one step, and life will start answering back. At the end of the day, you might have heard hundreds of feng shui tips or read thousands of pages on how to change your luck. But the truth is, only when you begin to shift the smallest habits, like when you bathe or the mindset you carry into the bathroom, does your life energy truly begin to move. We cannot control everything, but we can absolutely control how we start and end each day. And if something as simple as a bath can become a ritual of healing, cleansing, and attracting prosperity, why not start today? If this message resonated with you, leave a comment. I am ready to change and welcome prosperity. That is not just a sentence, it is a signal to the universe that you are ready to become a better version of yourself. And do not forget, if this video brought you clarity or inspiration, share it with someone you love. Because who knows, one single watch could open the door to a whole new life for someone who needs it. See you in the next journey.